seconds to go.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Series for the C qualifier. I am Luminous. I'm going to be joined by Ailson, and this is Fnatic taking on WG.Unity. WG is currently, I believe, number 2, or was it number 1? They were here, F5. They were doing very well earlier today. They were number 1, but since TNC won their Series 2-0, they are now currently number 2 with 3 wins and 2 draws. So looking pretty strong. Meanwhile, Fnatic, they are actually out. There's only 3 teams left that actually could possibly win. It's TNC, WG, and Faceless, which we're seeing a lot more of tomorrow. So for Fnatic, it's trying out new strats. It's Pride. For WG, it's business time. So let's see if they could actually get a clean 2-0 here against Fnatic.
It's time for the fun drafts.
The fun drafts? Is Centaur fun?
Yeah. Not really.
I mean, yesterday,
it's okay.
Yesterday we saw that one play where they ran over the cliffs on Roche. That was pretty nice.
I think Centaur's a lot of fun to watch if he gets that scepter. Until then, it's kind of standard. Nothing too special. Just watch him farm until he gets his blink, and then, you know, blink, hood stomp, whatever. But once you get that scepter up, you can be a little more creative. Like, no one expects a gank over the hills, you know?
Yeah. Or no one thinks of escaping around cliffs, up the rivers, and through the waterfalls.
Radiance ban.
Okay, we got a pretty standard draft here opening. Meebosh and Shadow Demon being taken out, and we got a Luna being picked up.
Luna is still the tried and true hero in terms of carry over the Lone Druid. I think she actually beats Lone Druid.
Depends on.
I'm pretty sure she destroys Lone Druid actually.
Depends on what build, because we seen some Axe build yesterday. That was some questionable stuff, even though it won.
I bet you the Axe build destroys Lone Druid even harder than any other build.
You think so? Why is that?
You just put it on someone else, and then they go in, and then you just catch them out.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
Even without putting it on someone else, I'm pretty sure you can just target the ground, and he has to move away. And since he hits from such a far distance, you don't really expect him to be next to anyone, and he might just die to the Eclipse alone.
The thing is, like, as soon as Lungер realized what's going on, like the beams are going on him, he could just probably run very fast. So there's always that. But we're probably not gonna see Fnatic pick up a Lone Druid. Although who knows? Faded's been playing a lot of these new heroes. But for now, we're going to see a Rubik Mirana. Seems like that's going to be the support duel. Febby on that Mirana, transitioning into a number 1 carry position. Has happened before.
Might happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Disruptor is picked up. I actually really like this draft so far from Warriors Gaming. It really, really shuts down the Centaur, which most likely is going to be that.
Oh!
Okay.
Yo, that matchup. We just need
We're
Luna.
gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
We just need Luna to get axed. I don't think he'll get axed though. It's just not that common of a build.
Yeah, it really isn't.
You've seen it once, like maybe out of every 50 Luna games.
Well, we're gonna find out just exactly how they want to play it out and how they deal with the Lone Druid.
Yep. So yesterday we saw I think it was Ajit playing the PL, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and he was like hunting in the trees for tankers and stuff like that. And I think the critical thing in that game was the rest of the team was able to 4v5 essentially. Off the back of mostly Ben. I feel like Ben is definitely the most if there's like a new if there's a war for like the strongest new player, I think Ben might get it. Just join a team and he's already like really carrying the team from his offlane play. Looks like he will probably do it with Sand King here today, although they could, you know, obviously pick up a different offlaner and put Sand King on the support. I think Sand King is going to have a little bit tough time, though, against Lone Druid in the lanes.
Yeah, definitely. And a Tinker comes out. Tinker is actually a really good hero against Lone Druid.
Well,
because you can always laser the bear, and then you get rid of the bear, and then most of the time, bear is just going to be next to other heroes, and the laser is going to jump all over the place.
I don't know, like, he's good against the traditional Lone Druid, where you use the bear for sieging towers, but I would say that the ranged Lone Druid might be better, actually good against Tinker because, first of all, the bear just runs at Tinker, like that forces Tinker to reposition. And then the hero gets to do whatever on the backline to right click, and he generally stays very far away, right, with his range. I think once Tinker gets Axe, when the lasers start bouncing, then yes. But I think until then, Tinker might actually have trouble with the bear. That's kind of how I see the matchup. I don't know if you disagree there.
It might. I mean, it's like you say. It might be bad for him, but do you really see this Tinker getting caught out if he picks up a Blink Dagger? Like, what's your answer to a Blink Dagger Tinker, right? He just blinks into the trees, and then you have nothing else for him.
Centaur, just run into the trees, no problem. Just
but
go.
you have to have Scepter for that.
That's fine. He'll
and
it.
you're not going to expect the Scepter before a Blink Dagger from the Tinker, right? Like, you would have to be position 1 Centaur, boots into Scepter for that to happen.
Look, I mean, Febby could also arrow. That's fine.
He's going to have to hit godly arrows to catch up this Tinker, because right now they have no answer for this Tinker.
Okay. Well, looks like they need a mid or a support. What is kind of the best thing available back in those positions to mess with a Tinker? I mean, you can also like just wreck him in the lane stage.
You might have to do some weird setup in the mid lane if you want to destroy him in the mid lane, because the only way he's going to die is if he gets lifted or he gets arrowed, and you don't really expect him to get lifted, so you might want to get like a disable, and then he'll be able to get hit an arrow. Other than that, I don't really see how they're going to easily pressure the Tinker. It's going to have to come off of smokes or something like that.
I mean, you could do something like Clockwork Mid or something, although I don't know if Faded or Mushi has been playing that. There's also like traditional stuff like Storm, Quap, even Ember Spirit is not bad, just like remnanting into the trees if you know his location. You can isolate Tinker and get a quick kill. But instead, WG expects an Alchemist. Have you even seen an Alchemist in this patch?
Yeah, it was in Dota Pit.
Okay, how did you do it?
OG won with it.
Okay, as a core?
Yeah, mid Alchemist.
All right.
And speaking of Ember Spirit and Tinker, that match was also played in the finals. Or, no, it wasn't finals. It was the lower bracket finals. It was Faceless against OG. Mm-hmm. And Ana was playing Ember Spirit. And Tinker was played by Jabs. And Jabs annihilated him. Like, it wasn't even remotely close.
Okay, so probably not a good matchup in the lanes then.
Yep. Awful matchup.
I really need to...
Against that laser. Like, laser just shreds you.
I really need to go watch those VODs, because I've been casting in the sea time nonstop. No time for Dota VODs.
Just don't sleep.
Just
Easy.
don't sleep. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll try that
That's
out.
what I do.
Didn't you wake up like really late?
Debatable.
Really early?
It's 4 in the afternoon, very late.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, depends where you're in the world, right? It's not so bad.
Let's see what this last pick from Fnatic is going to be. I don't think you want to put a Mirana mid against a Tinker either.
What is the best matchup you could have against Tinker? Like, don't worry about the draft. If you just think about the lane.
Sniper.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry about laser, at least. You just want something who can actually not have to deal with laser. That's basically what the matchup comes down to. Okay, this is all right. You don't have to deal with you still have to deal with the laser, but it's a little more manageable.
Is there any chance that we might see like a non-range Lone Druid? Like we'll just see the standard Lone Druid?
I don't think so. I think it's all the rage right now.
Okay.
And I mean, you've seen how powerful it is, right? And he has the team to execute it pretty well with a Centaur helping him get in and out.
All right. We'll see whether it works out. Well, the question is it going to be Mushi on the Lone Druid and Faded on Invoker? That's kind of their pairing lately. The last time they played...
It's got to be Faded. I have never seen Mushi play Invoker.
Yeah. Me neither.
All right, here we go. Look at that faded Invoker. Mushi will be playing that Lone Druid. And once again,
Ready.
nothing to lose. I'm expecting a lot from Fnatic.
I don't know. Lately, their performance have not been looking good at all. So, quick rotation here by the Sand King. Just breaks the smoke and prevents the ward, I guess, from being dropped by the... Actually, ADTR didn't even have wards. Did they just both TP up there without any wards to mind game each other?
They were expecting the wards to potentially come into the top lane, but there was none.
Yeah.
And both of them were placed by Febby in the bottom lane.
Okay.
So I highly doubt these wards are going to get dewarded.
But here's the thing, though. I think maybe Rubik thought Ben placed his ward because of how deep Ben is, right?
30 seconds.
Like, look, yeah, they dropped the sentry. So, worth. TP already paid for itself.
Baited.
Nice.
Oh, double sentry. They thought it was up there as well.
Damn, man. Wrecked. I guess this one at least blocks the camp, which is, you know, not too bad.
These smoke mind games are
And here we go.
they're leveling up. People are taking it to the next level and just really trying to
Yeah.
make people guess even further.
I mean, both players went for the exact same mind game, right? It's just that Ben got deeper into the woods, so the enemy team fell for that mind game. Whereas if it's reversed, if ADTR was the one that got deeper, you know, who knows what's going to happen.
They did also commit their own sentry at the camp, expecting a observer ward.
Alright, X-Nova just going ham here on Faded. Not much you could do about it. He is trying his best to right-click back, but that's going to give Mana the first wave of free farm. This is pretty customary now in the mid lane. I'm more curious on the top. Like, Ben has not skilled anything yet. He's got the Pro Man shield, but I don't know what he's going to be capable of doing here in this lane.
He's getting EXP at least. It's better than nothing.
Okay.
I think he's starting to realize that it's only Mushi and the Rubik, so he can play a little further up now. He doesn't have to be as afraid.
Yeah, but the danger of that Mirana rotation is actually going to get scouted. Very nicely, kind of fresh ward being dropped by X-Nova. And that's going to scout.
Oh, the entire team. The team house has disconnected.
I'm not sure if WG has a team house. Although, I think...
Before we continue, chat is crying about overlay. I hope you fix that.
yeah, I already fixed it. Don't worry.
Nice.
It's like on for an extra 5 seconds. And people got their panties in a knot.
It's okay. It's okay. They were just testing you. They really just they care for you to improve, which you are. You passed the test.
Thank you. Actually, I think when WG qualified for like one of the majors,
There was a Facebook video, right?
yeah,
I saw
of them like
yeah, so-
hyping up. So maybe there is a team house of some sort.
Imagine if the power out, it just goes out completely, and we sit here for the next 20 minutes.
I'm
What
imagining
happens
that.
then?
I mean,
Do you get DQ'd for having to pause?
I don't know.
Does the game get continued?
It's some deep philosophical question that I'm not capable of answering.
It's not even that. It's just like official ruling. Would you have any idea?
I'm not the admin. I don't know. I'm just a caster.
That's true.
In fact, only 1K, so I don't know much.
You're not 1K. You're at least.
No, I'm a 1K caster.
Oh. Yeah, you're not 1K. You're at least 3K.
3K caster, thanks.
3.5.
3.5. I'm just average. That's not so bad. Average
It's
is
not so
good.
bad.
Yeah.
It's alright, I'm with you there. 3.5.
Alright, looks like we're back and ready to go.
All right.
I mean, I don't think the early game there's going to be much happening. Should be very static laning with Mirana being the only capable one of getting kills. Where's the lift? Oh, it was
He
already
already
in
used it.
cooldown. Okay. I'm surprised to even try for the arrow then, because, well, just to say that there shouldn't be any action. Looks like Faded just gonna die to a rocket on the mid lane.
The dealing with the bodyguard is
Wait, how?
It's the most tilting thing ever. This is the new Skywrath mid harass.
Okay, no, I get it's annoying, but how is Invoker like ever gonna die to that? It's a melee hero right-clicking at you.
I mean, you say that now, and then you try to deal with it yourself, and you'll realize, man, I am so powerless, and you start to panic a little bit because you get so little out of lane that you try to push yourself to the limits.
Yeah. Well, he definitely pushed himself to the limits right there, giving up that first blood. Runes are being stolen left and right. WG, as per WG.U usually, just win the lanes.
Alright, the courier's coming out. Is Febby going to be able to catch this? Arrow's going to come out? No, he's thinking about it.
Oh man, Faded. This lane is done. He's got a Sal, but things ain't great. Is he
Oh, he
dead
has to be
here?
careful here.
He's dead to laser,
Yeah.
right? Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
That range. He's got a Salve. You really just need to pop it, yeah. Faded just walking in. Oh, trying to cancel that Salve. Rip Salve.
It's alright, he got enough of it.
I don't know, man. I think he needs all of it.
Nana holding on to that fourth point. Doesn't know if he wants that second level of rocket or not. I'm thinking he's probably going to skill it eventually because he's just winning this lane so hard. Chances of him comboing up the Invoker again is very high, it feels.
Yeah. Probably needs to lay in a couple of right clicks, or just like casual harass laser. Maybe he's waiting for level 5 for that harass laser. Look at this lane domination.
I think Tinker already wins this matchup, but to put the Ogre there as well just pretty much turned this lane into a nightmare for the Invoker.
Yeah. Well, as expected, Ben is having a little bit of a rough time here. Bearman is not level 5 just yet, and once he is level 5, kills could be forced quite easily. But looks like we're going to have a little bit of rotation here. X-Nova laying in a bit of harass. And Faded is in kill range. Like, as long as Nana has enough mana and cooldowns, that should be a kill. Meanwhile, Afu is going to hit... Oh, gets the everything treatment. They give the kill to Faded. Nicely done here, because that Invoker needs some farm.
Yeah, he needs every bit of help he can get. Only barely hitting level 5 now. This is rough. You know, you say Ben is having a hard time, but Ohio's actually not doing. It's doing about the same.
I mean, I think Ohio has like kill potential, right, with roams coming in, whereas I don't think Ben really does. And look at, well, I say that though, they're going right on Mushi.
Where's that
Sunstrike's
Cobra?
gonna be right there, and a little bit of miscommunication there. Nice fear, and now Mushi decides to turn around. I don't know about turning around and fighting was the right choice. I think fear and run perhaps would have done a little bit better there.
He had a salve as well.
Oh, at least the Rubik's gonna get some experience in the lane, but definitely not what Mushi wanted there.
It's just one melee creep. Alright, level 5 on Lone Druid now.
Ooh.
Arrow? No.
Level 2 Starstorm.
No, nothing's gonna happen. Alright, Febby, he's... I don't know how he always does this. I feel like he always has so much farm in the early stage.
I mean, just download one of his replay and watch. I'm sure he's just arrowing creeps whenever it's ready. And then, you know, once in a while he arrows the lane. It's not taking this bounty rune. And it's going to be a double bounty rune. I guess he's leaving it for Ohio.
That timing?
Yeah, one. Ohio, there's another. I guess you could wait on it.
He's just jumping first.
Yeah, you could wait on it to take, because the more time it goes on, the more gold and experience that rune gives you. Or he could just forgotten about it. That's cool too.
He's forgotten about it. Oh well. Oh, he's pinging it. No, he's got it.
Oh, Febby hits an arrow. That Sunstrike is off. I'm having a PPD angrily yelling at his Invoker moment.
That's quite unfortunate.
Alright. Even pros make mistakes. Oh, this shine though. Shower time? Oh. Look at this. Everyone.
All 4 of them.
Yeah, getting juiced back up.
And they smoke up. Oh,
Yeah.
I like this rotation. They have the Eclipse too, so there's no way.
4-man gank on Veda. He's already having a tough time. Not like this, man. You go into his house, you take his TV, you even steal his shoelace. And it's just not great. And now, 4-man rotation straight into a push. But meanwhile, Fnatic transitions into a push, so not so bad.
Yeah, they pick off the Sand King up top, thanks to that level 5 on the bear.
Febby leaps away, but they have enough nukes, right? Ooh, Arrow's gonna hit on Nana, and Stampede's gonna get him out.
He's actually gonna get out.
Dude, the ankles are broken. There was no disable whatsoever.
Sunstrike.
Okay.
They actually might be able to hold this tower.
Yeah, with the glyph especially. And this Tinker is so leveled already.
Only 400 gold away from that boots of travel as well.
How's he so farmed? I guess he's just like... I mean, he doesn't have perfect CS or anything. Like, compared to Luna, Luna has way more.
That's just the mid lane.
Oh, he's 2-0.
Actually,
Yeah, with first blood.
he's actually not doing so bad, all things considered. And they find this ward.
Yeah, he's only 500 net worth, and they're gonna give the ward to Faded as well. Okay.
All right, smoke coming out from Rubik and Mirana.
Rubik
I
probably...
want this kill on Luna.
Yeah,
They have to
probably...
be careful though. This is an Eclipse.
I think the best case scenario is you bait him to use the Eclipse and you just kill him immediately. Put that all on the cooldown and get him.
Oh, they're gonna get the smoke broken here.
Ooh, they're gonna just come right through. Alpha's gonna get lifted. That arrow is... Okay.
They don't need it.
Yeah.
Double Starstorm is more than enough.
But Ajit, thinking about coming in here. Fade is gonna straight TP out. Okay, well... Fnatic support's definitely making a comeback through their rotations, which is very important. And I think this is one of the strengths of Lone Druid as a core. You can't leave him alone after a certain stage, and he is extremely self-sufficient.
Looks like Mushi is a bigger fan of playing it like the older style. Oh, he has to be careful here. Ogre's coming in.
Epicenter
gets Chantel.
Ooh, the Fairy's gonna push him away, but I think there's gonna be enough damage regardless. I mean, the old school combo was Alacrity on the bear, right? Which they definitely have going for them. And Invoker is going for the standard Quals Exort build. The downside is that I think Tinker overall as a hero is very good with his laser on the bear. Limps back, Ohio's gonna try to stampede, but there's nowhere to go except here, and it should be an easy kill. Ajit picks it up.
Well, Rubik and Mirana going for the exact same smoke. Will they be able to make anything happen with this? Mushi is down here as well. Arrow.
That's going to be on
hits
Tinker.
Nana.
Sunstrike's going to be on top. This one, no miss, but they will lose ADTR. The Eclipse is dropped. Only for a support kill, though. That's not worth, but Ajit moving forward, forcing out the leap here from Febby.
He actually stole Eclipse, but died immediately as he stole it. He actually casted it as well, but I mean, like one beam came out.
Man, if he had better RNG, could have got the reverse wipe. Would have been the sick play.
I mean, unfortunately for Fnatic, this Lone Druid isn't exactly up to where you expect him to be at this stage. I think, like, when we watched TNC play this, Raven would always hit the item timing like every single time at the exact same time. I think at this point he would already finish the Dragonlance.
Yep.
And he had Mjolnir every game at 18 minutes.
The difference is that Mushi's died twice, right? And I think the other difference is that when Raven's playing it, he always removes the tier 1 tower. If you look at the tier 1 tower, it's at like 4 HP. So I think the lane was not really dominated. Like the Sand King, despite having on paper a poor matchup, was able to get way too much from the lane.
He definitely got too much. I mean, look at his items. He's already got a Blink Dagger.
Yeah.
And they're smoked out. Let's see where they go with this first reveal. Smoke's gonna break when he gets close.
Okay, Blink
up.
Burrow Strike. Sandstorm immediately, so ADTR has no steal whatsoever. And and he's gonna be
They
dead.
might be able to get more here. Febby is dusted up.
Burrow Strike in 1 second. I don't know if they want to fight under the tower. Ben's already moving forward.
They
Burrow
want to
Strike.
glimpse him.
They do glimpse right into a Static Storm. Febby is gonna probably get beamed down. Well, X-Nova too good with that kill secure. Takes the kill, and guess what? 4 heroes in front of your tower again. They probably won't take the tier 2, but it's good damage regardless.
Dyer's mid tower is having technical difficulties. Can't do nothing about
I'm
Dyer's.
just checking up on the Tinker now. He's
Dyer's mid tower.
still a little far away from his Blink Dagger, 1400, but he's got the levels in March right now. Should be able to farm up to the Blink Dagger probably in the next 4 minutes, I'd say, and then Fnatic are really gonna struggle, I think.
Ooh, nice, nice block together to make sure the Sunstrike doesn't hit for the kill. But now Nana in a lot of trouble on the backline. Mushi coming back in. Nice fair into a root Mushi. Friends with RNGs over here, getting every proc. And that was a great defense here. 4 for nothing. I'm not sure what he caught Mushi's positioning. He had an Invis, so he got to just walk in the fight. And the bear was like first hit root on 2 different heroes. Arrow to follow up, Sunstrike, and when they were retreating, that's where Centaur gets really good for the chase. And they were able to pick off one by one. Oh, but now
Oh, mass TP's coming in.
Okay,
Ben,
2-man
big
Burrow
2-man
Strike.
stun.
But on the backline though, it's going to be Febby picking up a kill. Eclipse moving forward, not hitting too much of anything. Ben does have another Burrow Strike in 2 seconds. And Faded looks like he's going to go down. He does have Ghost Walk. Why is he not ghosting right now?
Yep,
There is
because
a
there's
ghost.
dust.
Oh, okay. Oh, you make him use it regardless, right?
And they find the ward. And once again, we're experiencing that go one way and then go the other way.
I don't think I could fault WG too much for that team fight. The mid one over here. Because
Guess what's happening?
Lone Drew just like snuck up on them, which is not something you'd normally expect. Ohio?
Here we go. Ohio with his Blink Dagger to catch out the Ogre.
And that is Stampede going off right now. Nice Deathling Blast here by Faded. Now they're going to chase on Ben. Ben probably going to go down as well. He might have Burrow Strike soon, but the right clicks from Mushi, and he's up onto a killing spree. And look at that, all of a sudden Mushi has the Dragonlance completed. Maelstrom is being worked on. He probably won't have the 18-minute meal near, but still. It's a decent recovery from Mushi considering his laning phase.
And once again, we're going to see a pretty good timing on Febby's Scepter. I think his Scepter is actually more important than anything else right now. It's going to be the thing that gives him enough damage to take these mid-game engagements.
They are moving very deep. No Moon Knight, no Eclipse just yet. So this is definitely a free kill. Oh, I think they had vision of him.
They caught up.
His top tower's getting beat down.
Yes, breaking that invis a little bit early on the low ground to place that ward. Oh, one-man stun.
Okay, Sunstrike, Arrow, everything on point here.
But
Is that it?
ADTR is going to die here.
Febby's gonna come in trying to get the kill. He needs to leap away right now. Thunderstrike, once it's on him, he's dead.
He doesn't have TP.
Alright, he's gone. Nice Burrow Strike. Well, losing 2 support to that gank is not the play here by Fnatic. But I think the more important thing is that their core still get to farm. We talked about how important it is for Ohio to get up to his Ags, especially finding Tinker in the trees. But looks like he's going to make a pit stop here at the hood first, which is a pretty standard way of transitioning. But rest of WG now coming back up. They see Ohio. Ohio needs to blink, but there's a blink Burrow Strike to follow up. Ben moves
caught him
forward. Ohio tries to get a Who Stomp, and glimpse. There you go. That's going to be a kill.
That was really well played by Warriors Gaming, because normally when you get a 2-man kill like that, right? Normally you would expect them to do something like push a lane down, do some damage to the buildings, go for Roshan. But instead of that, they just walk top, expecting for pickoffs, and they do end up finding one.
Ben
Maybe a second one.
messing up his Burrow Strike a little bit, but Febby, without leap, should be going down. Yeah, I mean, normally you see like a smoke into Roche, for example, or you're going to take down a tier 2, but going for the non-traditional move actually made WG kind of pay off their gambit. And in fact, now they're actually going to use that and transition into a push.
Alright, we saw this push earlier in the mid lane. Hopefully they aren't going to get team wiped again by Fnatic.
You know the drill.
And no invis room by Mushi this time around.
Right, they successfully take the tier 2 and they back off. Do they have another smoke? No, they don't. I wonder if this is one of those games where you... Nah, actually, no, you don't. I was thinking about the Scepter build, but I think we saw that Scepter build go up against the Centaur Ags. I don't think you want to deal with it.
I mean, I feel like they're pretty ahead right now. And the Scepter build to me is a very momentum-based build, right? So if they could get it right now, Blink Hoof Stomp, Ajit is going to get caught here. Arrow to follow up. And the Meatball. Okay, great catch here. And are they going to try to go into Roche? It's going to be super hard against the Tinker. Look at Nano.
I'm surprised he canceled his TP. I think it was like a really, really close TP, and I think he canceled it because he expected him to not make it, but in hindsight, I think he actually might have made it.
I think that was the situation where you just cross your finger and hope for the best, you know? Because you're definitely not making it if you cancel that TP.
Because Ohio actually hesitated slightly on that hoof stomp because he thought
He was
also
out of
thought
range,
that,
yeah.
he was out, yeah.
Which I think he was in range as well. Husam has a deceptively large AoE. Like 420 is a lot. Or is that 400? 350.
315.
Did they nerf it? It used to be like 400.
420, huh?
Maybe I'm remembering it. I'm comparing to a different AoE stomp. That was... Still, this is a big AoE. That's like Venge's magic missile AoE. Okay, maybe it's not so bad, but Venge magic missile, shitty cast range.
Faded caught up really nicely. He's actually pretty damn farmed now. He's almost got his scepter.
Let's do something about that.
I mean, his team is giving him everything, right? Every time they see a ward, it's like Faded, last hit this ward. Faded, get the Sunstrike kill.
He needed it.
Yeah.
That kind of laning start.
Well, he's got the double Fort Spirit.
Heard a Sunstrike.
Checking Roche.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Well, it's gonna be a free tier 1. I think the
Bad shape.
Fnatic knows something is up. This is just gonna...
Winning fortifying their structures.
What was that?
That's what's happening to Dire.
I think he was trying to catch out Nana.
Yeah.
That's strange.
You know, another difference of why I think Raven was able to farm so well is that his team is constantly creating pressure, so he's never really worried about getting ganked. Every time I look at Mushi...
They're expecting the TP. Oh, they cancel it.
Did I have vision somehow?
That was next level. No, they knew something was up.
Yeah, but your shrine doesn't give you vision, so...
But it's just, I think it's just game sense. They knew something was up. It's so suspicious, right? Because no one's
here.
even contested that tier 2. And Ohio, he's getting glimpsed back.
Yep. Oh, Burrow strikes.
Catch out Mushi.
Fear? Well. Oh, cancels this time. Very fast reaction by Mushi here. Recalls his bear. Savage Roar.
Oh. Is Fnatic gonna try to sneak this Roshan?
I don't think this is gonna be... I don't think this will work. Like, as long...
This is a very, very risky play.
They're actually doing it pretty fast. Faded with the double damage. They might actually get it.
Out.
Yeah, Tinker needs to start marching, but I think by the time he gets here, it might be too late. WG. Do they even know this is happening? They do know, right?
I think they have an idea.
Okay, well, free Roche. That's pretty big for the Invoker. Oh.
They're trying to trap Fnatic here.
Blink Hoof Stomp, Sanking, the arrow not gonna hit. Does hit Ogre on the backline. The Ben drops very low. Starstorm's gonna kill one. Now they're gonna focus on Ogre. Meanwhile, they're gonna focus everything on Ohio. Ohio does not care. He's got the hood turned on. Tornado, Meteor, combination. Afu dead. Tinker doing a lot of work. Ajit now chasing them. But I think WG don't really have the firepower necessary to continue this fight. Really good fight here by Fnatic. Only losing ADTR for two support kills.
I'm kind of surprised that Warriors Gaming let them get that kind of initiation. They definitely knew that they were going to be up there, and they all ran towards it, but none of the abilities were cast, and Sand King just got caught out, and the arrow, even though it missed Sand King, hit the Ogre Magi.
Yeah. I think
It's
it was
completely split them up.
the WG team was like in a bad position, right? Because you had 3 heroes coming from the tier 2 tower, and then you had 2 heroes coming up from this area. And then as soon as that like Hoof Stomp initiation started, they kind of just got isolated. And when you're isolated, Invoker, especially in that kind of terrain, gets to throw out his combo so nicely.
Yeah, that area is definitely the dream location for the Invoker. So I think at this point, Fnatic should be feeling pretty confident in their ability to take some objectives with this Aegis on the Invoker.
Yeah, the game is actually quite close, but I think for the next 5 minutes, or however long Aegis lasts, I think Fnatic is definitely ahead in terms of strength, and should be using it to like take towers right now.
Alright. They're expecting to find someone defending, but all of Warriors Gaming is just grouping up in the mid lane.
I mean, Warriors should just like force a trade, right? Just run your Luna on the tier 2.
Trying to bait out the Tinker. Tinker's just canceling his TP.
Yeah.
You know, while Fnatic does have the advantage for now, I still think that this late game Tinker is going to be like the biggest issue for Fnatic, and will very, very likely be able to carry Warriors Gaming through the late game.
I mean, it depends on how good the initiation is. They have multiple tools now to actually kill the Tinker. But yeah, I agree. I think he is going to be a big danger. Also, Luna is kind of scaling very well.
Alright, all of Fnatic are just waiting here. This is going to be easy kill on this Ogre.
Yeah. Quick pick. Still got Aegis, so maybe they could keep going. Looks like they're looking for a chase. Bear's gonna run up. Oh, Afu getting slowed down right now. Okay, Static Storm is gonna hit onto 2. But 2 stomped by Ohio. Look at the placer. Kills 1 immediately. Aji in a lot of trouble, but Ben comes in. Mushi going hard here. He is gonna go down to the rocket. That is Axe Tinker coming from the backline. Ben gets isolated. Ben probably gonna go down. Does have Burrow Strike in 1 second. The right clicks though is gonna get him dead. Tinker on the backline, firing them rockets. Febby trying to kite. Foggy.
Oh, he couldn't find Febby.
Arrow, that's gonna hit. It gets dodged. Nana still has. Okay, got him. Man, Nana outputs so much damage in that fight.
And this is exactly what I mean about this Tinker.
Uh-oh.
Like Oh.
Not exactly
This is
sure
big.
how they even have vision of him. I know he was dusted, but he walked into the trees, right? But Fade
He was Thunderbolt, Thunderstrike.
Oh, I see. Well, now that's gonna be his second life.
Doesn't have a blink either.
Ooh. Gets a little bit blocked.
Oh, Afu? He's gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, Alpha will take that trade anytime. Got a little bit blocked in the trees by his own Force Spirit, but don't think he was gonna make it out regardless.
Kind of surprised that he stuck around like that. You definitely can't underestimate getting caught out by the Disruptor.
I mean,
Especially with that shrine behind him.
Disruptor, there's Sand King, even Ogre. Like, there's just so many disables. So, what do you think about Mushi going for a MKB after this?
Mushi?
Yeah, because I feel like Blind's gonna be.
Well, he's
big.
getting.
Yeah, I know he's getting Scotty, but I think once he gets
Oh,
to
yeah.
Scotty, he needs MKB. Or maybe even BKB.
I think BKB is okay. I don't think MKB is really necessary. It's like you said, his range is so far away. It shouldn't be too big of an issue to dodge lasers.
I mean, it's more like the fact that now it bounces with Axe, right? Like, it might just randomly find you in a fight. You can't right click for it.
Yeah, that's true. I think BKB would just be the safest choice still. It just saves you from all that,
Other
all
stuff.
the other stuff, right? And if you think about it, all of Warriors Gaming has some kind of nuke to do it. Oh, look at that laser.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. This is why you gotta buy something that can deal with it.
Every time I see a point booster on Lone Druid, I get a little bit hype. It's like, oh my god, it's Axe. But it's never Axe.
Wait, why does Ag's Lone Druid make you hype? It's like one of the most boring, Scepter purchases, especially since
because
he's
I've
like
never
a
seen
ranged
it
Lone
before.
Druid now.
Uh-oh. Faded. Nice tornado. That's going to cover his own retreat, but he gets glimpsed right into a storm. Okay, his team is trying to rescue him. Alright, Arrow's going to hit on NX Nova. Very tanky. Epicenter being channeled on the high ground here. Ben coming in right back, and he's going to hit two-man Burrow Strike into the laser, just bouncing everyone. Mushi's in there, but Mushi needs to get out of there because he's about to go die. The bear dies, and long down he goes. Just as we said that Fnatic is slightly ahead, they lose one big team fight in front of their high ground. And WG is like, okay, yeah, let's just go. What an opportunity for WG.
I think if Invoker doesn't have a Blink Dagger, there's just no way they can deal with this Tinker. And I mean, that Epicenter into that refracting laser, what a beautiful sight to see.
Yeah. It just chunked everybody down. Now mid tower gonna go down within a moment's notice, and I don't think Fnatic's lineup could play two Raxes down.
Look at those glaives. Just like that. It's 2 lanes. I think they have one more fight in them. They can take this last team fight. If they defend, the game goes on. If they don't, it's Megas and the game's over.
Oh, let's see if they can defend. The Marching Machine is making things very annoying. ADTR tries to walk in, but he realizes he's actually dying. Probably needs to activate that Shrine. WG very, very poised. Not going to make a mistake, and we'll back off.
They could very well stay here if they wanted to.
Have you ever seen the Ags on Lone Druid in a pro game?
Not once.
Yeah, because it's actually really bad. But I remember when it first came out, I was so afraid because it was like, because that was when Emerald Bulldog was going ham with Lone Druid every game. I was like, oh my god, now he could split push everywhere. But it was never a thing.
People found out it's not really a thing. Yeah.
Not very good.
I think it's good, but you're talking about 10 to 11 slotted good.
Yeah. I mean, you mean 16 to 18 slot. Don't forget about that backpack.
The backpack. You know how the Shadow Fiend interaction with this Scepter works? Like, you can get the 46 souls and then backpack it. Wonder if you can keep it in your backpack and let your Lone Druid attack.
I don't think so. Well, maybe actually. Who knows?
Nah, you're probably right. There's no way. That would be so, like...
Well, I think
I wouldn't say game-breaking.
the Shadow Fiend thing that you mentioned might be like an unintended bug.
Alright, the final stab.
Tornado kind of messed up that combo. Now Aji gets to activate his BKB. Okay, Defensive Eclipse is going to come back out. Storm is going to find the Invoker. He's trapped inside it. They're pinging him out. Get the Invoker, everyone said, but he's going to be fine. Combo's going to come out here. Sanking in a lot of trouble. Sanking's dead. Fnatic holds here, and they can actually pick up a couple more heroes. X-Nova on the run. Febby moves forward. He's got Blink Dagger already. Ohio picks up the quick kill. And I think Fnatic makes a very, very good hold. Aji's still on the run. Ohio, how good are his guesses, but good TP out. And he's home free.
Yeah, very nice defense from Fnatic, and they live to see another team fight.
So what went wrong there for WG? Because they should be winning these team fights.
It's Shrines. It was just Shrines. They only managed to live through all that burst because of the heals that came out of the Shrines.
I see.
I mean, you look at the timing, they both were popped at the exact same time, and Fnatic were just spreading like a concave, using the Shrines to full effect, just completely mitigating all of the damage that came out of Warriors Gaming.
Oh, Fnatic will get an Aegis to show for it as well. Mushi will pick that one up. Time to run, but uh-oh, they glimpse Mushi back into a pit. His team has to help him.
They have to come
yeah,
fight.
they have to come. Maybe he'll try to ult and just walk out. The arrow not going to hit anybody. Mushi trying to walk out, but he's just going to get changed from Ohio. He's going to use his ult try to get him out, but the Stag Storm still on top of Mushi. Mushi trying to run away. Kinetic Field trapping him in. And now on the back line, Burrow Strike not going to hit on Fada here. Burrow Strike being stolen, but again, they glimpse the Invoker back in. And Invoker, the multicast, doing so much damage. Arrow gets blocked by BKB. Outfu blinking forward, looking for more. Kinetic Field finds Ohio. Ohio, who's Stomp? Can he blink? Can he blink? No. Trying to cut himself out of there. The tree is broken free, but Fnatic unable to walk back to freedom. 2 buybacks now come out. Or was that just a respawn from...
That was just a respawn.
Okay.
Yeah, from the talent.
Okay, pretty good, but...
1 buyback, right? This is the real final test.
Glimpse.
Gets glimpsed back.
Yeah.
Stun.
Leap. Nicely done here. He's back to safety, but here
He still
comes...
might be dead. Here comes the Tinker.
Yeah. Oh my god, that Tinker on the back line. It's like a moving orbital cannon, but Mushi right-clicking pretty hard. That blind, though, doing a ton of work.
Blind.
Okay, good combo here.
You were right.
And he's
Are they gonna get Invoker?
Lincoln?
Oh, that Lincoln.
Yo, okay. I mean, they have
Still,
lost
man.
racks already, yeah. Alright, well that was...
Alright. Yeah, you were right. He needed a way to deal with laser. Unfortunately, he doesn't even have the gold to buy anything to deal with it.
Yeah. Maybe like an early
Now-
Manta is what he needed.
They're not calling it just yet. They want to hold on and fight against Megas.
I mean, these heroes are good against Megas, I think.
Well, you got the Maelstrom, and
Yeah.
should be enough to hold the ball.
I mean, Febby's
No
got
Mjolnir,
Axe. Yeah, I mean, eventually, they're gonna have to make WG to beat them one more time. Which I'm sure WG is more than happy to oblige. Well, especially when Febby's caught out like this.
It's no buyback. I'm pretty sure WG just go end
Walk-
the game.
yeah, walk
Tinker's
on mid.
back in 10 seconds.
Man, this Blink Dagger build on Disruptor. Normally you talk about like luxuries. Like you talk about like Yule's Force Staff or an Axe. But I feel like this Blink has let them pick up so many extra kills. It's really nice.
Getting Blink on Disruptor when you're winning is one of the best feelings.
Yeah.
It's just like 1 glimpse, 1 kill, 1 glimpse, 1 kill. It's no running. Alright, this final hold comes. They're all smoked up. How are they going to deal with this?
Well, Sankey gets Initiate on. That's a pretty good start. If they can burn him down, he's dropping very, very low. He pops the BKB. He's within the trees. Invoker, first one to die. Ben actually goes back in to secure 2 more kills for the team. And WG forces the victory here.
That wasn't a bad showing from Fnatic.
Wasn't a good one either, though.
I honestly thought that Warriors Gaming would just completely annihilate them, but Fnatic, they put up a fight in the mid game, but
So you're saying instead of getting completely stomped, they barely lost, so it's okay.
well, they have nothing to lose, right?
I guess so. Alright, Warriors Gaming with this victory they are guaranteed 12 points at the very least, and if they win this 2-0, they're going to be taking that first position back from TNC. So it's a really neck and neck kind of race. And in fact, both of these teams going to meet up against each other right after this set. So should be a very exciting one. We'll go to a short break. Game 2 for Fnatic versus WG will be coming up next.